So we did just get some new Starfield leaks and information on a Fallout remake slash remaster. Normally I would put these in two separate videos, but with the showcase coming tomorrow, I'm just going to throw it all in one because I don't think I'm going to have time to do it otherwise. So I will try and make this as short as possible for everyone watching. So starting off with Starfield, normally a few leaks come out before showcases like this, so this isn't exactly a surprise. I've been kind of just sitting at my desk waiting for something to drop, ready to make a video on it, so here we go. In short, it is possible that Starfield will launch in the first 3 months of 2023, give or take. So either January, February or March. The reason being is somebody was trying to sign up for Game Pass and Microsoft were kind of promoting Starfield here, saying Starfield is expected in early 2023. But obviously this is different than what Bethesda originally said. Well, kind of. When they announced the Starfield delay, they said the game would now release in the first half of 2023. So that could be anywhere in the first 6 months, but with this now coming to light, no pun name intended, we could be looking at a potential earlier release date, somewhere in the first few months of 2023, like I just said. Plus, just yesterday, Todd did say they're putting the finishing touches on Starfield, so again, this is very possible. I still think we will get a new release date at the showcase tomorrow. I will say again, if you want to stay updated on the showcase and coverage on the showcase, this is a great time for you to subscribe. I definitely do think that we are going to get a new release date tomorrow, at least I hope, but honestly that could just be me being hopeful. I have no evidence of that, it's just me kind of crossing my fingers and hoping, because I don't like that we don't have a new release date, because I just want to play Starfield, man. I just want to know when it's going to come out and when I can finally get my hands on it. And now let's get into the other news that I mainly want to talk about in this video, which is the Fallout remakes slash remasters that could be getting announced tomorrow. So I'm sure most of you guys are now aware of the leak that came out a few months ago that pretty much just stated that there was a Fallout remake slash remaster in the works. There has been rumours of this remaster being announced at the Bethesda and Xbox showcase on Sunday, so I thought that we would discuss it here. So just how legit is this? Obviously, we've spoken for a while now about how I think Bethesda is sort of wasting the Fallout IP, with Fallout 76 not getting anywhere near as many daily players as Fallout 4. It kind of feels like we're just waiting around for Bethesda to do something with the franchise that doesn't include 76, and well, I think that this could just be it. You guys know that I've been saying for a while now that I think Bethesda should remaster Fallout 3 or even Fallout New Vegas or even Fallout 1 or 2, but that's doubtful because they'll be wanting to put this game on consoles for Xbox Game Pass, and Fallout 1 and 2 are strictly PC games. So real quick, let's just break down this apparent leak. So it pretty much goes like this. There's apparently talks at Microsoft for a Fallout remaster, whether that's Fallout 3 or New Vegas or Fallout 4, and a lot of people, including myself, believe that if this is real, we may see it be announced at the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase tomorrow on the 12th. So what is the most likely option here? Which game is most likely to be remastered? Well, I highly doubt that it's going to be Fallout 1 or 2, because as I said, as much as I would love to see those games kind of redone and put onto consoles, even put into Bethesda's new engine maybe, giving us a first person and third person mode and all of that, that sounds like a lot of work for Bethesda to do, with them also currently working on Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6. Fallout New Vegas is also extremely unlikely in my opinion, simply because it wasn't made by Bethesda. I think that the most viable option here is Fallout 3. Now, I absolutely love Fallout 3, it was my first Fallout game as a kid. I've spent probably over 1,000 hours on that game over the years. I would be over the moon if Bethesda remastered Fallout 3. You know, let us aim down sights properly, put it in their new engine, better graphics, fix a lot of the bugs, gave it the Fallout 4 shooting mechanics and all of that good stuff. I would just love it. I think it's also very important to note that Bethesda has to do something with the Fallout IP, and soon. We already spoke about how Fallout 4 gets more daily players than 76, but also the likelihood of Fallout 5's release date is probably somewhere in the 2030s. Fallout is Bethesda's second biggest IP, with the Elder Scrolls being first, and Microsoft did not spend billions of dollars to sit on the Fallout franchise for another decade. They're gonna do something. They just have to, which is why I believe these leaks are probably legit. Like, you just have to do something with the Fallout franchise at this point. As I said, 76 is losing players. Microsoft do not want to sit on this, and I think a remaster is the way to go. Imagine Fallout 4 re-releasing completely remastered with today's graphics, with a lot of those old bugs fixed, with Fallout 4's combat system, Fallout 4's character creation system maybe, with the sculpting and what have you. If they could even add that into the game, I don't know, I'm not a game developer. Maybe even release it with all of its DLCs like they did with Skyrim Special Edition. Maybe throw in console mod support for the console fans. Honestly, the list goes on of how this would be beneficial to both the Fallout fans and Bethesda. Like, this would just be insane, and I know that it would sell, there's no doubt about it. I don't pre-order games anymore. I stopped after Cyberpunk and Fallout 76 and The Last of Us Part 2. I just don't pre-order games anymore, because every time I have in recent years, it's always been a disappointment. I'm not even going to pre-order Starfield, if I'm honest with you, but that's mostly because I'll get it day one on Game Pass anyway. But I tell you what, I would pre-order a Fallout 3 remaster in a heartbeat, dude. But hey, let's not get carried away at the idea of this definitely being a Fallout 3 remaster. It's very possible Microsoft is letting Obsidian remaster Fallout New Vegas with all of the stuff we just said, releasing it with its DLCs, better combat, graphics, shooting mechanics, whatever, and console mod support. Honestly, both are possible. I just think that Fallout 3 is the most likely choice here. We have also seen modders that are currently remaking Fallout 1 in Fallout 4, so putting Fallout 1 or 2 onto Fallout 4's engine, or even a Creation Engine 2, is very much a possibility. I mean, if modders can do it, I'm sure that Bethesda can figure it out. Again, I just think that Fallout 3 is the most likely option here, because of everything I just mentioned. I think it's the least amount of work, therefore it wouldn't be as difficult to work with this alongside working on Starfield and doing very early development stuff for the Elder Scrolls 6 and what have you. So yes, this is a very real possibility, which is exciting to think about. This could be announced tomorrow, or possibly on the 14th, as we know there are basically two showcases now on the 12th and the 14th. As for a release date, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, we don't even know if this is going to happen, but assuming it is, I'd like to say the release date could be later this year, although Starfield was supposed to release this year, so I really doubt it. I'm thinking more mid to late 2023. Again, we actually have no idea if this is real or not, but it does look very possible. There is also talks about New Vegas 2 happening, which is exciting, of course. We'll talk about that more once we hear more. Obviously, if a remake or remaster does get announced or leaked or anything like that, I'll be covering it here as soon as that happens. So if you want to stay up to date on that and the Bethesda Xbox showcase tomorrow, be sure to subscribe. Jesus, I'm so ready for this showcase. I'm so ready to see Starfield and possibly this Fallout remaster, dude. I have been itching for it. But that is going to do it for today's video, guys. Remember, the showcase is tomorrow, so if you do want to stay up to date on all of the coverage for the showcase, I'm talking Starfield, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Avowed, whatever gets announced, I will be covering it. Again, if you can spare a second, please do hit like, it really does help out smaller content creators like myself. And with that said, thank you all for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.